Hello po sa inyong lahat mga ka-crypto. Ako po si Pinoy Crypto Trader at sa video na ito ay atin pong pag-uusapan ang tungkol sa balitang ito, kung saan ang sabi po rito ay 4 factors behind current XRP market collapse. Yan, ang pag-uusapan po natin dito ay ang 4 na mga bagay sa likod ng kasalukuyang pagbagsak ng market price ni XRP. Kaya yan, bago po tayo magpatuloy ay nais ko lamang po munang bigyang linaw ang aking disclaimer kung saan ang nilalaman po ng video na ito ay hindi po ito isang financial advice. For education and information purposes lamang po ang layunin nito. Maliban po dito ay nais ko na rin pong magbigay babala na wala pong kahit anumang group chat ang Pinoy Crypto Trader. Yan, ang sabi po rito ay XRP has faced a major drawback, breaching the pivotal price thresholds at 0.60, 0.59, 0.57, and 0.55 since the start of the year against a backdrop of several bearish factors. Kaya yan na po yung nangyari ngayon dito kay XRP. Nabasag po niya yung mga pivotal price thresholds. Yan, ito yung mga matitinding mga price levels kung saan ay naglalaro yung market, madalas na naglalaro yung market price ni XRP. Kaya yan, una ay nabasag po niya yung 0.60. Tapos pagkatapos niyang nabasag ito ay yung 0.59. Tapos sunod naman ay yung 0.57 at nitong nakalipas lamang ay ang 0.55. Kaya ayan, tuloy-tuloy po yung kanyang pagbagsak. Despite registering a bullish close on a New Year's Day, XRP has been largely underperforming within this month, just 24 days into the year. The altcoin has dropped 16% this month, heading towards its worst performing month since August 2023 when it collapsed by 26.75%. Kaya ayan, underperforming pa rin si XRP at mukhang ito raw ay patungo sa kanyang worst performing month. Ayan, or yung kanyang hindi pinakamagandang magiging performance na buwan. Kaya ayan, XRP woes have resulted in a breach of several pivotal support levels that the asset had in the past, leveraged as potent defense against bearish pressure. XRP first dropped below 0.61 and 0.60 on January 3, with an attempt at recovering these price levels on January 11 foiled by the bears. Kaya ayan, tuloy-tuloy lamang po yung pagbagsak ni XRP at nagawa po niyang basagin yung mga pivotal support levels. At yan nga, yung mga nabasag niya yung una ay yung 0.60 at saka 0.61 na mga support level noong January 3. Tapos sinubukan po niyang makarecover noong January sinubukan po niyang makarecover, pero noong January 11 ay talagang binanatan po talaga ng mga bears. Ayan, the crypto asset that dropped below 0.59 on January 14, subsequently relinquishing 0.57 3 days later. Now, amid the latest price slump, XRP has breached the pivotal 0.55 level, currently battling to hold above the support at 0.51. The Crypto Basic reported the next possible trajectory for the asset in a report today. Kaya ayan, kamakailan lamang ay binasag na ni XRP yung support line na 0.55 at ngayon ay nakikipaglaban po itong si XRP dito sa ibabaw ng support line na 0.51. Kaya pag mababasag na naman ito ay ayan, tuloy-tuloy lamang po ang pagbagsak ni XRP. The period of sustained bearishness has caught some investors off guard. However, others have aptly prepared for the downturn, augmenting their holdings in the anticipation of a recovery. The ones token unawares have had but one question: what exactly is behind this downtrend? Kaya ayan, marami daw pong mga investors ang nagulat dahil sa pangyayaring ito na dire-diretsong pagbagsak ni XRP. Hindi na nga maganda yung kanyang naging performance nitong nakalipas na taon, tapos ngayon ay dire-diretso pa yung kanyang pagbagsak. Kaya ang malaking tanong dito ay ano nga ba yung nasa likod or ano yung dahilan kung bakit si XRP ay bumabagsak. The broader market collapse. The primary catalyst of the current XRP slump is the recent collapse in the broader crypto market triggered by Bitcoin. The global cryptocurrency market cap has lost $130 billion over the past week, dropping 7.7% and triggering an 11% decline in XRP's value within the same time frame. Kaya yan, ito raw po yung kauna-unahan na posibleng dahilan sa pagbagsak ni XRP, yung broader market collapse. Yan, ito po ay inumpisahan ni Bitcoin. Yan, nung bumagsak po itong si Bitcoin, yan ay nagganon na rin. Nagsunuran na rin yung ibang mga cryptocurrencies. Kasi yung global cryptocurrency market cap ay bumagsak po ng ayan, nawala po yung higit $130 billion po ang nawala. Yan, sa nakalipas lamang na isang linggo. Ayan, bumagsak po siya ng 7.7%. Nagkaroon ng 11% na decline. Ayan, kay XRP. Ayan, apektado, higit na naapektuhan po si XRP dito. This market-wide downtrend began on January 11, shortly after the SEC approved the spot ETF products. BTC had spiked to a high of 48,969, resulting in an upswing in the broader market, with XRP rising to 0.6240 that day. However, the upward momentum died down, triggered by major BTC sell-off. Kaya yan, nung nagkaroon po tayo ng approval ng mga spot Bitcoin ETF noong January 11, ay nagkaroon po ng spike or umangat naman po ang presyo ni Bitcoin at maging itong si XRP. Si Bitcoin ay umangat po sa mataas na presyo na $48,969. Samantala, si XRP naman po ay nagawa niyang akyatin ang 0.6240. Pero, yan, ang kasunod dito ay dito na po sila nag-umpisang bumagsak. Dahil ang nagdulot po yan ay yung isang major BTC sell-off. Marami pong nagbentahan ng kanilang mga Bitcoin. Ayan, most of this sell-off came from large Bitcoin whales and long-term holders. The Grayscale Bitcoin Trust GBTC, which features an astronomically high fee of 1.5% as an ETF, also compounded the sell-off campaign as institutional investors dumped their GBTC shares to switch to other ETF products. Kaya yan po yung nangyari. Yung mga nagdulot po ng sell-off dito ay yung mga Bitcoin whales. Yan po yung mga malalaking investors at saka maging yung mga long-term holders. Kasali na rin po rito yung mga investor dito kay Grayscale Bitcoin Trust or yung GBTC, kasi ang taas po kasi ng kanilang fee na umaabot po sa 1.5%. Kaya yung mga investors dito ay nagbentahan na rin po sila para lumipat sa ibang mga ETF products na mas mura yung kanilang fee. This trend has exerted selling pressure on BTC, leading to an 8.05% drop in the last week. Since XRP and the rest of the crypto market remains correlated with BTC, they have also recorded similar declines. Ayan. Absence of a spot XRP ETF. Ito naman daw po yung pangalawang dahilan. Wala daw kasing spot XRP ETF. Following the approval of the spot Bitcoin ETF products and the discussions around crypto exchange traded funds, speculation surrounding a spot XRP ETF has emerged. Most industry commentators pushing for this product cite XRP's unique legal clarity as a basis. Recall that a fake BlackRock iShares XRP ETF emerged on the official Delaware ICIS platform last November. This incident further exposed the desire for an XRP ETF. Despite the sustained push for the product, no asset manager has filed for it. Yan, kung natatandaan ko po ito, yung fake news na tungkol kay BlackRock, kung saan ay may naglabas po na meron daw application itong si BlackRock na isang XRP ETF, at yung nung kumalat yung fake news na ito ay talagang nagkaroon ito ng impact sa market price ni XRP. Umakyat po ang market price ni XRP. Nagpapakita lamang na marami pong may gusto na magkaroon ng XRP ETF. Yan. Ngunit ayan, sa kabila po nito, maski meron na rin po siyang legal clarity, ay wala pong interesado na mag-apply ng kanilang XRP ETF. As a result, investor confidence has waned given XRP's unique position as a non-security. The initial expectations following Judge Annalisa Torres' July 13 ruling was a flood of institutional interest in demand. This has not materialized, resulting in dashed hopes. Kaya yan, ang akala ng marami na kapag nagkaroon na or nanalo itong si XRP at siya ay nagkaroon ng legal clarity, at yan nga, nakamit nga nila ito noong July 13. Base po yan sa inilabas na summary judgment ni Judge Annalisa Torres. Yan, na siya po yung nagkukumpirma na itong si XRP ay yan na, binigyan siya ng legal regulatory clarity. Yeah. At maraming mga investor na inaasahan na maraming papasok na institutional mag-invest na mga, or magdudulot po ito ng institutional interest at saka demand. Pero yan, sa hindi inaasahan ay hindi po ito yung nangyari. Ayan, XRP whale dumps. Whales have an impact on the price direction of a cryptocurrency due to their substantial holdings. One of the factors contributing to Bitcoin's drop is whale distribution. This factor is also behind XRP's price collapse, as XRP whales take to selling off some of their assets. Kaya yan, meron na rin daw pong mga XRP ang nagbebenta ng kanilang mga asset ngayon. One of these massive whale movements occurred on Monday, involving the transfer of 29.1 million XRP to Bitstamp. Notably, traders moved their crypto assets to exchange when they wished to sell them off. The address in question was activated by Ripple. Kaya yan, meron pong isang whale dito ang naglipat ng kanyang 21.1 million na XRP kay Bitstamp. At ito raw po ay mukhang ibebenta niya lahat. In addition, data from Santiment corroborates the claim of whale dumps. According to a Santiment chart, despite an uptick in addresses holding between 10 million and 100 million XRP, those with balances between 100 million and 10 billion XRP have considerably dropped this month. This is due to a widespread sell-off. Ayan. XRP development activity and market sentiment. Another major contributor to the XRP downtrend is market sentiment and development activity on the XRP ledger. Kaya yan na rin yung isang pang dahilan yan sa pagbagsak ni XRP. Yan, or downtrend na kanyang nararanasan ngayon. Yung development activity dito sa kanyang XRP ledger, at syempre yung market sentiment. These factors are intertwined as more developers on a network and a higher development activity tend to influence bullishness among market participants. XRP's outlook in this regard remains bleak, as recently reported by the Crypto Basic. While other mainstream networks boosted monthly active developers in the thousands, with Ethereum recording up to 7,864, the XRP ecosystem only had 136 monthly active developers. Kaya ayan, kung ikukumpara daw po kasi natin yung mga active developers dito kay Ethereum at saka kay XRP. Si Ethereum ay nasa 7,864. Ganyan yun po yung karami ng kanilang active developers. Samantalang dito kay XRP ay nasa 136 lamang po. Yan, ang laki po ng kanilang difference. Current data suggests that XRP has 45 full-time developers, while Ethereum boasts 2,392. The XRP ecosystem sits 49th on the list of networks with highest full-time developers, making it one of the worst performing mainstream blockchains in this metric. Ayan, pagdating naman daw po sa mga full-time developers nila, Kung ikukumpara po ulit natin si XRP at saka si Ethereum. Ayan, si XRP ay meron lamang po siyang 45 na bilang ng full-time developers nila. Samantalang si Ethereum ay ayan, ang laki po ng agwat. Nasa 2,392 yung bilang ng kanilang mga full-time developers. Kaya ayan, parang 45 versus 2,392. In the report, the Crypto Basic called attention to crypto YouTuber Moon Cambo's remark on the correlation between development activity and price movements. Notably, the media personality highlighted the impact of this metric in the previous market cycle. Meanwhile, XRP has defended the 0.51 threshold, currently changing hands for 0.5147. However, it remains to be seen if the asset can hold off the bears until the next market resurgence. 24-hour trade volume has skyrocketed to 28% to $1.4 billion amid the massive sell-off. Kaya yan po yung mga dahilan kung bakit si XRP ay kasalukuyang bumabagsak sa kanyang or nakakaranas po ng matinding pagbagsak sa kanyang presyo. At ayan, kailangan po talagang gumawa sila ng paraan dito. At ayan, hanggang dito na lamang po tayo sa video na ito. Sana po ay inyong nagustuhan ang aking paliwanag dito. Kung inyo po itong nagustuhan ay pakiclick lamang po ang like button nito. Para naman po sa mga bago lamang dito, kayo po ay aking inaanyayahan para mag-subscribe. Pag-click na rin po ang bell icon nito dahil ito po ang siyang magsisilbing notification nito sa mga bago kong videos na akin pong ina-upload sa aking YouTube channel na ito. Marami pong salamat sa panunood, ingat po tayo lagi at God bless po sa ating lahat.